ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, guys and lads, whoever else is listening, welcome to the Cover 5 podcast. This is week 1, and boys, we're back.
Let's go. It was only 2 practice podcasts to get to this moment, so let's go. We're locked in.
And you never know by how choppy this is going to be, but we're going to roll.
Yeah, right. I mean, you might be able to guess by how blurry my screen is right now, but I tried to fix it and it didn't work, so it is what it is. The practice podcast were like our preseason.
His video quality is as good as his appendix quality. You know what I mean? So.
Oh, thank you, Grant. Yeah, you know.
You're welcome. Shout out the appendix. Shout out. Was that what it was?
Yeah, that's exactly what it was. Yeah, shout out Landmark Hospital.
Shout out Landmark Hospital. Shout out appendicitis. Shout out the surgeons.
Shout out the ER.
Yeah. Shout out stitches. Shout out modern medicine. Let's go.
What
are you on? You on some codeine?
I am, bro. It's my first time being on.
About. Yeah, see, David's feeling good. He's giving us 100% off the lean. You know what I mean?
Yeah. No, I've been telling Hallie I'm zooted off the dean. I was telling Hallie, you better put me on the dean's list, man. I'm on that dean. And it hurts to laugh, so I have to shut up.
No. Well, boys, we're back. It's week 1. We're recording this on Tuesday. What's today? September 2nd. This should be out September the 3rd or the latest on Thursday. And then we'll be there. We got a game on Thursday, game on Friday, full slate on Sunday. And do we have 2 Monday night games on Monday?
Nope, only one. Vikings Bears.
All right, great. Are you guys college football people or no?
I am not.
This is my first year. I'm dedicating a full college season, locked in. I'm watching every game.
What team?
I have no allegiance.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I mean, I go to school. I'm currently enrolled at Arizona State Online. I've never been in person.
Big Cam Scatterberg.
The only other college I went to was Wichita State. Their whole football team died 40 years ago. So yeah. I have no allegiance to any college, but I just enjoy football. So this is the first time I'm last week I watched like 80% of games, or I guess week 1 I watched 80% of games. So I think I'm going to stick with it and try to check it out.
Let's go. Well, that means we got football this week. Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. It's going to be
so
glorious 4 days.
Man, brothers.
I'm so hyped.
We made it. We made it.
All right, guys. So is Arch Manning going to be a first-round pick or not?
No.
Not this year.
I think it depends. I think it's too early to tell. I think it's let's see if he makes the college football playoff. 1 playoff win, first rounder.
Okay. If you had to put money on it right now, more likely number 1 overall pick in 2 years or a complete bust who like 6th round pick and we kind of never hear from him again.
No, I bet he's 2nd, 3rd round. I bet he goes in the draft this year. I know he said he wasn't, but I think that Texas will have a good enough format, resume, to get in to where he can commit to the draft. And I bet that he goes like early 2nd round, maybe late 1st to like a desperate or like a team that needs a backup with like a dime. Like Steelers. Like I see him going Steelers right now.
Well, if he gets drafted by the Steelers, he's automatically not going to be good. But as a Broncos fan, Peyton Manning, I feel obligated to root for him. But I saw some of his high school highlights. I don't know if y'all have ever seen like the people he was playing against in high school.
Yeah,
it's pretty bad.
Yeah,
it's pretty bad. Yeah,
a bunch of white boys from like a 2A school.
It looks like the school of the blind, mute, deaf. Like that's who they were playing.
Plus, like the Manning, like 33 interceptions in a year as a rookie, like that has set quarterbacks back 25 years because he did that his rookie year. So it's like we can't give up on a rookie because Peyton Manning threw 33 interceptions this year.
That's true. Yeah, him and Josh Allen both have
Josh Allen
like this course back like 30 years.
Yeah, 100%.
Well, they might be good.
You never know.
Yeah, like you never know.
Nice. All right. Well, gentlemen, we're back. It's good to be together. So we're going to have a flow. This will be kind of a weekly flow we do here. But like we said, it's the Cover 5 podcast. So we're going to have 5 segments each podcast. And so if you're out there listening, this is our first one. Thank you for listening. Hopefully you're more than just our wives and close friends. You actually don't know us directly, but even the wives and close friends, we're happy to have you aboard. So what we'll start with is we're going to have a little prediction podcast here. So I'm going to kick it to David. He's going to go ahead and lead us in kind of the format for the predictions for the year. It's prediction season. We've only had the preseason and we got the regular season now. So David, take it away.
All right, let's do it. So with it being week 1, naturally, it is the proper time to get our takes out there, our predictions, how we see this season going. In a few months, we'll be able to look back and really, get our picks on the board and see who was right, who was wrong, start building a bit of a track record for ourselves with this podcast to see who's the best at being able to forecast these NFL seasons. So how this is going to work, we have a few different categories. So 2 awards. The first one we're going to go over is Coach of the Year. Then we'll get into our MVP predictions. We don't care about defense on this podcast. No defensive player of the year. We don't care about rookies, just Coach of the Year and MVP. After that, we'll go into the conference championship predictions, AFC and NFC, and then Super Bowl. We feel like those categories will encapsulate the NFL season the best. So without further ado, I will start us off with my Coach of the Year prediction. I went back and forth with this one. When I was thinking about it, I feel like there's rules for Coach of the Year. I was talking with Grant earlier this week about Dan Quinn. I was telling him I don't think Dan Quinn can win Coach of the Year this year. I think his year to win it would have been last year because that was their big, coming out of nowhere type of year, the narrative and everything. Of course, he did not end up winning it last year. So I don't think he's going to win it this year because they would have to go like 16-1, 15-2, have a crazy year like that.
I think 14 wins is like the minimum for him to win it.
Exactly.
Last year going 12-5, I think, they went 12-5 last year. So they need to improve, which no chance, which I agree with you on that.
Yeah, there's a small chance they can improve, but Coach of the Year, like most of the other ones, it's a narrative award, the story, all of that. So anyways, I was thinking about a team who was bad last year, who I think is going to be good this year, a coach that is well-known, well-liked, well-respected. So my Coach of the Year pick is Mike Vrabel of the New England Patriots. Aaron, that goes out to you. I think the Patriots are going to win 9 to 10 games this year. They had the 3rd pick last year, so that would be a major improvement for them. I think the narrative will be with Mike Vrabel kind of bringing the Patriots back from the pit that Bill Belichick dug them into. So, I'm going with Mike Vrabel for Coach of the Year.
Yeah, I don't hate that. I think it's risky. I think the AFC East is tough, minus the Jets, but
and the Dolphins, in my opinion.
Minus half the league.
Yeah, minus half the division.
I think they would have to be, for Vrabel to get it, in my opinion, like they would have to show either the number one. I think they'd have to have the best defense in the league because their offense is obvious. We know what their offense is capable of. They didn't make any big improvements. Travion Henderson, Stephon Diggs, but I think it would have to be.
Grant, you're sleeping on Efton Chisholm. Aaron, tell him.
Yeah, here we go. Elton Jennings, this guy talking about right guards. But no, I think they would have to have like an elite something, like something that sets them apart in the AFC that earns him that award. But I don't hate it, but I find it hard to see him actually running that in. It's tough.
That's fair. I'm gonna push back on that though, because I don't think it's gonna be hard for him to get it at all. Honestly, just the Patriots' schedule. I don't even think they got to be that good. I saw the Patriots are favored in like 9 or 10 of their games already. So just win 9, win 1 game you're not supposed to. That's 10 wins. You've improved 6 wins from last year, and then you've got it. You sneak into the playoffs, but that's just my opinion. We'll see. We'll see.
Yeah, 100%.
Do you have an MVP pick you want to share too, or just Coach of the Year right now?
No, we're just going Coach of the Year now. Okay. We'll get everybody's, and then we'll come back for MVP.
All right, my coach. I went similar logic. A team that I think you have to have a team that was bad last year or disappointed last year, and I actually think this team is gonna win 10 games and win the division. I'm going with Liam Cohen with the Jags.
Ooh,
yeah. I don't know why. I have a feeling. I think it's because
Duval.
I do not believe in CJ Stroud at all in the Texans. And I think that the Jags are gonna claw their way to winning that division. And they'll make Cohen the coach of the year. That would be about a 6-win improvement, I think.
Can we get a Duval out of you, Matthew?
Yeah, we need to do
Duval. There we go.
Yeah, clip that.
The best I could do. But yeah, that's my coach of the year. Tell me how I'm dumb, boys.
I mean, I don't think you're dumb, but I mean, the Texans defense alone, I think, is gonna give them a very good chance to win that division. But
Yeah.
you know, crazier things have happened. But yeah, Matt, I respectfully disagree with your pick. So, but I didn't say
I don't think Travis.
that
I said it earlier. I don't think Travis Hunter's like the change of that franchise. I don't think they have any like big name. It's up to Liam Cohen if he can make Trevor Lawrence the guy. Like Trevor Lawrence has been towing that line of like 10 to 20. Liam Cohen needs to make him 5 to 10 for them to be like a contender in the AFC, in my opinion.
Yeah, this is put up or shut up time for Trevor Lawrence.
Exactly. Like I think this is like he has this year and then maybe one more year if Liam Cohen's nice. After that, it's like, all right, your trial run is over. You know what I mean? Like they've given him they have Brian Thomas Jr., Travis Hunter. They had Christian Kirk last year, who they paid like $70 million to. Yeah. This is the last chance for Trevor Lawrence. So it's either like it's 100%. This is the year to do it, or it's over for him, in my opinion.
Matthew, I'll tell you this: you'll look like a genius, or you'll look like an absolute fool.
Yeah, I've seen people ride with the Jaguars for like 6 years, and I haven't seen them produce a single thing except beating the Colts like week 18 and sneaking into a wild card. Like
they beat Justin Herbert that one game.
Yeah, they came back 24-0 or whatever.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Everything they're notable for.
And then lost to the Chiefs in the divisional round.
And then they got absolutely dog walked. So it's like, what are they good for? I think I agree. I think it's put up or shut up time for him. I don't hate it. I'm not gonna lie. Fantasy, I've drafted Travis Hunter, drafted PTJ. I have Trevor Lawrence. Like, I'm all in on the Jags too. At the same time, like, if the change is gonna happen, it's get rid of who was their head coach. It was Doug Peterson. Get rid of Doug Peterson. Get in the young guy, run a good offense, and just hope for the best. So I'm all in too.
All right, Grant. Who's your pick? Let's go.
Coach.
Me? I'm going Pete Carroll.
That's a good pick. That was between him and Mike Woodley.
Yeah.
5 wins last year or something like that. They have Genty. They got Geno. They're playing in a tough division, but I genuinely think the AFC West is like anybody's. I'm not high on the Chiefs. Broncos are like, in my opinion, mid. The Chargers, you guys know, I think I'm low on them, but I think it's literally any team to win in that team, and I think that Pete Carroll has the experience with Geno. They got Genty. They got all the guys they need to make it happen. I think Pete Carroll could easily come out second in that division and still come out with Coach of the Year.
Wow.
Yeah, that's what I think. Like typically, Coach of the Year, you need to be like a big name. I think he can come out second if Andy Reid is like 15-2, 14-3. If Pete Carroll's 11-6, I think he still might be able to snag it.
Would he be the oldest Coach of the Year ever?
100%. He's like 70.
Yeah, because I think he's the oldest coach ever.
Yeah, 100%.
He's 73.
I think he could do it. Like with their I was high. There's 2 teams last year I was high on. I bet every week. I bet the Titans every week because of their defense. I think I went super negative on them, and I bet the Raiders every week. And I'm still high on both of those people. Like I think both of them have a solid chance. I just love Pete Carroll because of his resume. That's all.
Nice. Okay. I like that. These are surprising me, boys. I did not expect these at all. All right. For my Coach of the Year, I'm going to go with David. You're going to like this pick. I'm going to go with Sean Payton.
Let's go.
Now I live in Denver.
Very culturally sensitive.
Very culturally sensitive. I live in Denver, but I'm not a Broncos fan. I'm a Cowboys fan. But you know how you live in a place and you start to kind of like the team just because you live there. I'm all aboard the Broncos being good, bandwagon this year. And maybe I'm kind of in it a little too much and drinking the Kool-Aid, but I think they're going to be great. Obviously, they made the playoffs last year. I think they take the next step this year. This pick for Sean Payton to win the coach of the year, they'd have to go to at least the AFC Championship game. And they'd have to be that good, or maybe they announced winners before that. They'd have to at least get probably 13 wins to do that. And I think the Broncos are that good. Their defense is stacked. I think Bo Nix will take the next step. I can literally see David blushing as I'm saying all this.
Yep. First time I blushed in my life, visibly.
He'll take the next step, and I think the offense will be better this year too. So, yeah, I love Sean Payton.
All I'm gonna say is, Brett, I hope you're right. I hope you're right, because as the season's gotten closer, I've started to get scared. There's too many people jumping on the Broncos bandwagon. It's getting too much.
Yeah, I think the Broncos has to be like a defense that holds them to like 10 points a game. The offense, I don't like the offense at all. Like Bo Nix, I think is fine, but the defense is going to be like, I genuinely think that defense is like 2015 Broncos. Like it's that good.
All right. Well, if it's 2015 Broncos, then what Brett just said might actually happen.
Exactly. Like that's what it has to be for him to get it. And I see a world where that's possible. That's all. Like I don't think it's a crazy take.
Well, that's the world I want to live in. All right, Aaron, it's your turn.
Yes, sir. Mine's pretty easy. David, you already said it, but I'm a Patriot fan, but I'm going Mike Vrabel. I think him coming back to New England, he won 3 championships with us. I think it's going to be a full circle moment. And I don't know. I think they're winning 10 to 12 games. Probably second in our conference. And yeah, I like him as my coach of the year. Yes, sir.
Good pick. Hey, Aaron, real quick. Tell everybody what happened with Efton Chisholm in the fantasy draft last night.
Oh, so I drafted him. First I had to look him up because I was scrolling and he was like 600 and something wide receiver. But I drafted him, and then we go look at our teams. He was projected 0 points, so I dropped him.
Yeah, Aaron runs a no-nonsense program, everybody. Just like Mike Vrabel, just like his coach of the year. All right, I'm going to get into my MVP pick. So same format. So for MVP, I changed this 10 minutes before we started recording this podcast. I went back and forth between 2 people. I settled on Jordan Love for MVP for this year. I think the winner of the MVP has to be on a team that is good, that makes the playoffs for sure, or else Joe Burrow would have won it last year. And spoiler alert, Joe Burrow was the one I was flipping back and forth with. So I went with Jordan Love because I think he's going to be on a better team. I think the eyes of the media are going to be more on the Packers now that they got Parsons. Narratives and all that stuff matters a lot. And I think Matt LaFleur is an underrated coach. I think that he always has his quarterback prepared. Jordan Love, when he's been healthy, has been really good as the Packers starting quarterback. I think people forget that he hurt his knee week 1 against the Eagles in Brazil last year and kind of played through that for a few weeks. So his stats weren't great, but he still threw 25 touchdowns. I think that this year, drafting Matthew Golden, they have a pretty good receiving core. They got Josh Jacobs. Their defense will keep them in a lot of games, so I think they'll win a lot of games. And so, yeah, I just think that the narrative, and he'll have a good enough season. I think Jordan Love's going to end up taking it.
All right. I don't hate that pick. I'm kind of mad though, because for y'all don't know, in my keeper league, David told me not to keep him because Jordan Love was going to be trash, and then he picked him up in our draft yesterday. So
that's a very simplified version of what happened, but
I do like the pick though.
Thank
you.
Yeah.
I'll dive into my MVP pick. It won't surprise any of you. Homer pick here. I'm going Patrick Mahomes. I think MVP, like David said, is a huge narrative award. The narrative right now is that Patrick Mahomes is down, not the best quarterback in the league anymore. His stats have not looked as great as it started out, and it's been 3 years since he won one. And he finally has a left tackle. And I try not to get too overly hyped from preseason games, but boy, oh boy, that last preseason game had me feeling some things. And I think that he's going to put up 40 touchdowns this year and 4,500 yards at least, and it's just going to be a lot more fun.
I think that's the only way. He has to win 15 games and throw for 4,500 yards.
Yeah.
Like it has to be like a season that's like nobody else can contest that he's the best player. That's the only, like voters fatigue. Everybody's tired of Mahomes. Everybody's tired of Kelsey. Everybody's tired of the Chiefs. He
Yeah.
has to be the guy. It's like, oh, which I agree. I think he is the best quarterback in the league behind Jaden Daniels. But I think that he has to have like a 4,500 yard season, 40 touchdowns, 8 picks,
Yeah.
like insane 15-2, 14-3 kind of season for people to vote for him, in my opinion.
It'd be his revenge.
That's exactly what I was gonna say.
Yeah.
Is his path to win this award has gotten very narrow. So I was gonna ask you to tell me what his stats were gonna be, but you already did it. So 4,500 yards, 40 plus touchdowns. Yeah, I think that if he does that and the Chiefs have a great year, and assuming I don't know Lamar doesn't throw for like 50 or something, then yeah, I could see him getting it for sure.
Yeah. All right, I'll go next here. So my MVP is, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. He's always up there, but it's not Josh Allen, it's Lamar Jackson. And I think it's going to be a little bit of, there was all the debate if he should have won it last year. I think I'm really high on the Ravens this year. I think the team is really good. And I think Lamar is going to have another great year. And speaking to a little bit of the voter fatigue, I think just because he didn't win it last year, the voters that were on the fence and voted for Josh Allen last year are going to then vote for Lamar Jackson this year. So I got Lamar for my 2025 MVP.
That's a very brave pick, Brett, because only 6 players in NFL history have 3 or more. So exactly what I just said for Matt, I feel like even higher for Lamar. He's going to have to do crazy things because I think Lamar had 40 passing touchdowns and 4 interceptions last year.
Lamar should have won it last year. He had a better resume.
Yeah,
100%. Like he should have had it. Like me and David talked about it 1,000 times. Was like, this is Lamar's award, and he's not going to win it because Josh Allen hasn't won one before.
Same thing
like that's
happened to Jokic in the NBA.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, Jokic is the best player in the NBA, but
so Josh Allen is Joel Embiid. That's what we're getting here.
Exactly.
Yeah, he's a much more accomplished, much more likable version of Joel Embiid. Yes.
Yes. Exactly.
Much less injury prone.
Yeah,
100%.
but other than that, just like him.
Yeah. And white. But besides that,
well,
yeah.
Same thing.
Yeah.
Very chalky too. Lamar's plus 600.
Yeah.
That's MVP odds, but I'm going with the chalk.
Yeah, I think if he puts up the same numbers he did last year, he can get it because I think it was close last year, like relatively between Josh Allen and Lamar. So I think if he puts up the same thing again, like he's consistent, he has a chance no matter what, unless somebody like is way better. You know what I mean?
Heck yeah. Grant, speaking to you, man.
My heart tells me Jaden Daniels. That's what my heart tells me.
Put your money on it.
But my money's precious. I don't make that much money every year. I don't make that much money. So if I had to put money, it would be Joe Burrow. And you want to know why? Do you want to know why?
Yes.
Yeah.
Fox Sports said preseason MVP was Joe Burrow. Everybody and their mother wants to have Joe Burrow as their MVP. Just because he wears I hate Joe Burrow. David knows how much I hate Joe Burrow. I have had Joe Burrow. I hate him. He is my least favorite person of all time, I think. If it went Mussolini, Hitler, Joe Burrow, there's an argument to be made there. I'm not saying I'm going to put them top 3. I'm not ranking them. I'm just saying there's an argument to be made.
Mount Rushmore. Yeah.
Yeah. So all I'm saying is Joe Burrow has like this weird, I don't know, there's this thing floating around in the air that's like he's just Jesus Christ, the second coming of Jesus, that everybody wants him to win MVP. And it's purely, my heart wants me to go Jaden Daniels. Let me say that. I'm 100%. I'm putting $300 on Jaden Daniels win MVP. But if I had to throw $1,000, I would throw it on Joe Burrow because the public is idiotic and they want Joe Burrow to win. That's all it is. It's completely based on narrative. Like, narrative is Joe Burrow. He could go, I genuinely think he can miss playoffs and win MVP.
That's right. That's how. I was just about to say he's got to win 11 or more games to win MVP.
But I don't even think so. I think he can miss playoffs and win MVP. If he throws 4,500, 40 touchdowns, 8 picks, I think he win MVP. They'd be like, his defense is terrible. If his defense is terrible and he's dropping that many touchdowns, I think he could still sneak it out. Because last year, people were like trying to push that narrative, like Joe Burrow's the best quarterback. Joe Burrow's the best quarterback. It's not his fault. His defense sucks. I think no matter what, like he has it in the bag right now. If they MVP voted, I genuinely think he wins it today. That's my prediction. Like I don't even think there's not a doubt in my mind. So unless he throws up an absolute egg, I think he's got it in the bag. But he shouldn't with Jamar. I mean, he's got all the weapons in the world. His defense is just terrible. So that's not on him. But for the record, love Jayden Daniels. He's the best player in the league. And Joe Burrow, hate him. So just making that sure that's on the record there.
Grant, that was very, very impassioned case you just made.
Yeah. You know how much I hate Joe Burrow. Like, he is my arch nemesis.
Yeah.
I mean,
arch nemesis, but
the fact that Fox Sports said he's the preseason MVP kind of does say, all right, yeah, you
right?
really,
Like, it
you guys
wasn't
really want to give this to him.
right? Like I think the narrative's there. Like they like pre-fired it last season. Like, hey, it's not his fault. His defense is bad. Let's make his defense a little bit better.
Yeah.
And then if he wins 9-10 games, he's for sure that he's the walk-in MVP for throwing 4,500 yards, 40 touchdowns. Doesn't matter.
Did Fox say they're in the preseason, they're naming him the regular season MVP?
Yes.
Or giving a award for preseason play, and he was the MVP for preseason?
MVP for the upcoming season.
Oh, okay. So that was their prediction.
It was like based on whatever, but it was Joe Burrow's MVP.
Okay. All right. Respect it. Aaron, who you got?
Yeah, I got Josh Allen. I think he goes back to back. I think I won't go any further, but I think they win 13, 15 games, number one in our division, and I think he takes it. Yeah, just short and sweet.
You're better than me. I'm never admitting to a division rival beat me out in the division. I don't care if I'm the Giants. I'm never saying the Eagles are beating me out. So you're better than me. That's all I got to say.
I want them to win 14 games so bad, just because you said 13, 15.
He's about to have a great, and he got married this offseason, I'm pretty sure, right?
Shout out Haley Steinfeld.
Yeah,
Shout out Sinners. Bad movie. Shout out David.
Good soundtrack though.
Good soundtrack. Bad
Like
movie.
Sinners?
I thought the movie was like, I thought the plot was mid, but the soundtrack, David put me on the soundtrack. So
Soundtrack's amazing.
Soundtrack
I like the movie though too.
the plot was, I thought was like 60% good.
Those
I'm
who
a
say
hater,
we can't do it all.
I'm a hater. I got a hater heart. I'm not going to lie. At heart, I'm a hater no matter what.
Those who say we can't do it all, we can do it all. We do pop culture. We do college football.
Right.
We do NFL. We do everything.
We do
We do
soundtracks.
movies.
Soundtracks.
We do
We're
major
watching The
surgery.
Sopranos.
Yeah. Wait, Grant, you started watching it?
Tonight, I'm starting it.
All right, that's what I like to hear.
Yeah.
All right, conference championships. Here we go. All right,
Go.
NFC championship will be the Green Bay Packers and the San Francisco 49ers. I have the Green Bay Packers beating the San Francisco 49ers in the NFC championship. The AFC championship will be the Buffalo Bills and the Baltimore Ravens. I have the Buffalo Bills defeating the Baltimore Ravens in the AFC championship. And I'm just going to get into the Super Bowl right now because I feel like I can just roll right into it. So I got Packers, Bills in the Super Bowl. And I think that this is going to be the year of Josh Allen. So I think the Bills are going to win. Bills over Packers is my Super Bowl prediction. That's what I'm going with.
It would be cruel to have the Bills losing again. So you're a good man.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, I would like write a handheld or a handwritten letter to the city of Buffalo and just like express my sincerest condolences because that city's just been through too much. So I'm kind of rooting for it to happen. Of course, Broncos, hopefully they do it, but I don't think they will. So the Bills, I think they deserve it.
When's the last time you wrote a handwritten letter?
Pretty recently, honestly. Let me think. We're in September. Was there Mother's Day, Father's Day? What was the most recent thing like that?
Hey, fun
Whenever
fact.
something like that was in the past couple months, that was the last time.
I gotta ride David real quick. When I was at boot camp, it was during the 2019 NBA playoffs. So I was gone from like May to August, right? David hand wrote me a letter every single week describing what happened in the NBA playoffs. Do you know how I found out about the Kawhi game winner, game 7 against the Philadelphia 76ers?
My handwritten letter.
David's handwritten letter. That's how I found out about it. Do you know how I found out about Kate? I was the one that told everybody in boot camp, 500 people, that KD, Kyrie were going to the Nets because of David Florent. So I can speak to David. He writes handwritten letters.
Thank you, Grant. That was right on time.
You're welcome. It just clicked in my head. Like I was the plug for everything sports and I was a vacuum for David to send everything to me, and I would stand in front of my whole platoon at boot camp and tell them what happened in the NBA playoffs.
Yeah, I was
literally a savior.
brother-in-law of the year for that, honestly.
Yes, like you should thank him for his service, because he kept a lot of people from quitting boot camp. I'll tell you that much.
Hey, man.
Thank you, David.
Yes, sir.
Still
David.
Wow. Okay. How do I follow that up? NFC Championship. I've flip-flopped on this one a couple of times, but I'm going Lions are playing the Buccaneers in the NFC Championship. I just think that Bake Show is going to go on a run. And then I have the Lions eking it out. They've been close. I think they're going to win, make it to the Super Bowl. AFC Championship, let's just repeat what it was last year. Chiefs versus Bills. Chiefs win because the Chiefs beat the Bills in the playoffs. And then Super Bowl pick, I mean, I got to go with it. I'm going to be the homer. Sorry. I got to go with the Chiefs. Until proven otherwise, I'm not picking against the Chiefs.
If the Chiefs win the Super Bowl again, I'm going to be like borderline in despair.
I'll write you a handwritten letter.
Thank you. Thank you so much. I'll pin it on my wall, read it to get me through it. But yeah, if the Chiefs win again, it's going to feel like, all right, I need to take a break from the NFL till Mahomes retires.
I don't think the Chiefs are winning.
Yeah. I don't think they've built a good enough team.
I think Taylor and Travis should get married and during halftime.
There you go.
Yes. And then I'm all in. If they plan their wedding for the Super Bowl halftime, I will bet them to win the Super Bowl. Prior to them even making the Super Bowl, they have to pre-plan it. That's the only way.
Travis, if you're listening to this, which
which he's not.
You are, Travis.
Podcast.
I'm going to tag you every day, every hour. So
it's competing podcast. So he doesn't want to support the competition.
Yeah.
If he's listening to this though, you got to do it. Call your shot. How confident are you in your team this year? Halftime wedding go crazy.
Well, no. Well, Travis would just be trying to one up me because I already had my wedding on the Super Bowl. So
yeah, trust me.
You gotta tell that story real quick.
Me and Aaron were watching the Super Bowl underneath the table.
Yeah,
your wedding, so.
Real quick. I'm pretty sure you guys all know, but that was not my fault. You guys don't know how hard I fought to get that date moved.
No, but you agreed to it. So it was your fault.
No, I did not agree to it. I wasn't paying attention when they were talking about the date.
So
that's what was going on.
That's a you thing. You gotta check the calendar now.
When you're in September and someone says, "Oh, Sunday, February, whatever," it's like, okay, fine. Like I don't care. Let's just leave. We've been here for like an hour and a half already. And then as I'm driving home, I'm like, okay, for a Sunday in February. I'm like, oh, you know what? That's why I didn't want to do it on that day. And then but it was too late. So just don't blame me. Blame Hallie.
I think what was the matchup with that every time I can.
Hey, Matt, it was the Rams Patriots one, so it sucked.
Oh, the worst one.
Yeah, so God was looking out for us. I checked my phone at like 1 a.m. Saw Julian Edelman MVP. I said, yeah, I didn't miss anything.
My whole extended family's watching it in the lobby, like the post-game show. Yeah. And after we strolled in after like their entire wedding, and it was funny, but
terrible Super Bowl.
It was bad.
Yeah.
Me and Aaron, I'll never forget. We were watching that game underneath the table. Best man speech by Brett's going on, and we're watching the Patriots just go 3-and-out for a whole first half. So that was sick.
It was a rather unnoteworthy speech, anyways. So rather watch it.
Not right. It was a great speech, man. I actually listen to that every morning. It's the first thing I listen to.
I run it back all the time. I had it recorded. I was just making sure I was getting the Super Bowl, and that's all.
Yeah, of course.
Too kind. All right, Grant, what we got?
All right. NFC all I'm gonna say, Dan Quinn, second-year coach, he makes it to the Super Bowl and he has a 28-3 lead. So if Dan Quinn can take the Washington Commanders to have a 28-3 lead in the Super Bowl, I'm in for it. Now we don't talk about what happens after that. 28-3 lead, I'm all in. I'm all ears for that. Second-year coach. I think if Dan Quinn, defensive-minded coach, kept Cliff, I think if Cliff Kingsbury wanted to be a head coach, he would have gotten a job this year. I think he could have done that. But him sticking around for another year, Dan Quinn running the defense, making all the changes, like I'm excited to see our defense come from 27th ranked to 12th, 10 to 12 range, and our offense stay top 5. Like if we can do that, Dan Quinn led an 11-6 team to the Super Bowl and was up 28-3 on Tom Brady. If we can do that again, I'm all ears. I'm all in. So I got, from my heart and my head, this is heart and head here, heart and head, Commanders going to the Super Bowl. My only concern, we have to beat the Eagles. Now, that's going to be tough, but it's possible. We got them 55-23, so we're only 23 points away. That's only a couple touchdowns. We're there. That's 3 touchdowns and a field goal, and we're in the Super Bowl, baby, and we're beating the Chiefs. Now, for the AFC side, I kind of contradicted myself here, but I think the Jags make it to the Super Bowl.
What?
Yeah, I contradicted myself here. I know, it's crazy. It's crazy.
Grant, you need to explain that.
Yeah.
I think the Jags make the Super Bowl. AFC South is absolute garbage. So CJ Stroud, love the Texans, love their defense. I think the Texans and Broncos have a lot of similarities. Like good quarterback-ish, great defense. So I think like that'll be a great matchup. But I think the Jags, if Liam Cohen can run that same Bucs offense, that can push him over the edge. That can push him to AFC Championship territory to compete with. And then it's anybody's game. It's any given Sunday in the playoffs. And I'm the biggest Jags fader, but for some reason this year, all my fantasy drafts, I'm drafting BTJ, I'm drafting Travis Hunter, I'm drafting ETN. I'm crazy. I'm drafting Trevor Lawrence. I think that they have a chance. I'm a big Liam Cohen believer. Baker Mayfield was pissed that he left. I think that they have a good chance.
Would the Jags beat in the championship game?
Jags will beat the. Let me see here. I'm bouncing between. They'll beat the Bills. They'll beat the Bills. You know how? Because the Bills will freak out. They'll start handing the ball off to James Cook, and he's going to get 2.5 yards a carry. So, they do it every year. They just absolutely find a way to lose every single game in the playoffs.
Wow.
They do the opposite of what you should do. So, I don't see that changing.
Grant, if that happens, this will be like the take of the year on this podcast. Yeah. So, honestly, props.
They have all the offensive weapons, and the defense is healthy, and they're solid. I love their defensive group. AFC South is trash. That's my biggest concern. They're a walk in the park to make the playoffs. And then playoffs is anybody's game. As long as everybody stays healthy. That's my caveat. Stay healthy.
So Commanders over Jaguars is your Super Bowl.
Yeah, and that would be sick.
That would be that would be the lowest rated Super Bowl in 100.
Nah, you can't say that. So many people would tune in for that because it's parody.
They're putting that on Cartoon Network.
No, it's parody. This is the most watched NBA playoffs in a hot minute, and it was parody. It was Celtic, or it was Pacers and OKC. It was good parody.
Jaguars. I don't even know if the Jags owner would want his team to make the Super Bowl. Shot Town doesn't.
Yeah, that's why I didn't pick the Bengals. Bengals owner for sure doesn't want to see that.
He's like, nah.
No, I got to pay these guys even more money. No way.
Yeah. Exactly. He'd be like, no, I am not paying to fly everybody over to the Super Bowl.
Yeah, no way. And
Southwest. Yeah.
The only way that the Jags play I should have said that. I should have waited to make this prediction when the Super Bowl is in London. Then that should have been
yeah,
their
that's
prediction.
true.
Yeah,
I
then
mean,
he's
it's a
all
home
in.
game for them.
He's all in if that goes to London.
Yeah.
All
All
right.
right, Aaron, you're up.
Yeah, Aaron, go for it.
Try and one up that.
Grant, I think you're smoking something. I don't think the Jags. Okay, I'll go real quick. Lions, I got them beating the Eagles, and I got the Bills beating the Chiefs. I got the Bills winning the Super Bowl.
Very
I
proper.
think this is the
tidy
Bills'
pick.
year. Huh?
No, I was saying those are very proper, tidy picks.
Yeah, I just think I just think it's Josh Allen's year. I think it's I think David, you may have said it, but Buffalo, they've had a tough ride these past several years, and I think they get over that hump. And yeah, Josh Allen MVP, win Super Bowl and Super Bowl MVP.
That's valid. All right, guys, good predictions. I'm very interested to see how
Whoa.
these age.
Whoa.
Now, Brett.
Skip over me?
What?
You just gonna skip over me?
Oh, brother, my bad. Let's keep it over to Brett.
Brett lives matter, man. Come on.
I kind of want to.
Brett, I was so confused. I was like, is someone like dying? I didn't know what was going on.
I kind of want to change my pick now because you're gonna like it. But so what I'll do here. So my NFC, I got the Ravens over the Broncos. No, that's wrong because Broncos are in the AFC, aren't they?
We are in the AFC. Last time I checked, things could have changed.
Last time you checked there, I got them flipped around here. So for my AFC, I got the Ravens over the Broncos. Like I said earlier, I'm high on the Broncos. But yeah, I think this is the Ravens' year, so I got them. And then for the NFC, I got the Eagles over the Packers. I echo a lot of the Packers sentiment, but I think the Eagles are a wagon this year as well. And then for the Super Bowl, I got the Ravens over the Eagles. Does this matchup excite me? Not really, but I think they're the two best teams. And I think Lamar gets it done. It's the year of Lamar. And then the Eagles fall just short. I think there's going to be some injury concerns to the Eagles going into it. If that happens, I would look like a savant here.
I think there's injury concerns with the Packers. Like Micah Parsons was a big trade, but that guy hasn't been healthy for a full season in how long? Like since his rookie contract.
No, it's true.
Like I'm not huge, and I don't think that the Packers have a big enough offensive core to carry them to that. So, like I'm selling Packers stock when everybody's buying it. I'm not in on the Packers. That's just me though. Like you can call me crazy. But I do not think they're as good as everybody's saying they are right now.
I'm gonna get ahead of the curve. I'm gonna say Jerry Jones is a genius. They won the trade.
I'm in for that.
Hey, okay.
I'm up for that.
Yeah.
Nico Harrison, Jerry Jones. They got something.
Genius.
They know something
Yeah,
that we don't.
They're cooking something in Dallas.
Yeah.
Well, Brad, I'll say if it's Eagles Ravens in the Super Bowl, whichever city loses that, man, there's gonna be some shootings in that city.
Yeah,
so
right.
Murder
rate since 1947. Yeah, that kind of stats are coming out for sure.
Nice. Well, boys, those are our predictions. We'll have them logged, and we should last week of the year we should definitely take a peek and see how far off we were.
Yeah, no, I can't wait to see how this Jaguars
by Aaron's.
Yeah, that's all I care about.
I'm smoking crack, so we'll see by 2026 if I'm
smoking something. You just assume crack.
Just something.
Yeah.
Oh, smoking something.
Hey.
Don't discriminate.
I love myself some crack, I guess.
Guilty flee when no one pursues, man.
David sent him a letter with some codeine in it.
Yeah,
man. I have about 14 caplets left.
All right, next segment here. We're gonna go quickly through these. Predictions lasted a little bit longer. So the third one is we're going to go on to weekly picks. So same order. We got the picks showing right here. But let's start with, just like we did last time, David, quickly, what are your 3 favorite picks for this week?
All right, looking at the board right here, my 3 favorites, the ones that I feel the most strong about. Number 1, Steelers over the Jets. I feel pretty strongly about that one. Spoiler, that's going to be in one of my parlays. Second one that I feel strongly about, I think that the Raiders are going to beat the Patriots, even though they're underdogs. Sorry, Aaron, but that's just what I think is going to happen. And then third, I feel pretty strongly that the Bears will beat the Vikings. Ben Johnson knows how to go against Brian Flores. He had very high scoring games against him. last year and the previous year with the Lions. And I think that the Bears defense is going to give JJ McCarthy some problems. So I see that one being like a low scoring game. But yeah, those are my three: the Raiders, the Steelers, and the Bears.
I love it. And then for all those who didn't watch the intro video, basically this is the origins of the podcast right here. We've been doing this for a few years, but we pick every game against the spread. And then, everyone says, hey, like, that's not that hard. I should have chosen that. We're putting our money where our mouth is, and we're actually picking every game. And you'll get to see by the end of the year who's over 500, who's under 500. Matthew Gibson was the winner last year and did pretty darn good. He was significantly over 500. But this is us actually doing it and seeing how we line up.
Are we doing a punishment for last place? I feel like we should, since then, and respect for the podcast listeners that watch the whole season. They should get some sort of
we should. You know what? Let's brainstorm it, and next podcast, week 2 podcast, we'll roll out the punishment.
We should have
a comment too.
Have our listeners pick our punishment.
Yeah,
good idea. Yeah, you know what? Yeah, we can have them vote in the Instagram poll or comment or something.
I like that.
Top liked comment
gets use the podcast
as long as it's legal.
Yeah, exactly. All right, Matt, you're up.
Yeah, my picks are gonna be that I'm most confident in is I think that Arizona beats or covers against New Orleans. I just think New Orleans is just terrible.
Yeah,
and Arizona's gonna kill them. My next pick I'm going with is Jacksonville over Carolina covering. I'm not smoking what Grant's smoking, but I said earlier that Liam Cohen's my coach of the year pick, so I believe in them early on. And then the next one, David, I'm echoing you on this one. I think Chicago handles the Vikings on Monday Night Football.
Good picks.
Yeah. I mean, I'm gonna go next. I agree with all of those, Matt. Like, I think Jacksonville. You always know how high I am on Jacksonville. New Orleans is terrible. I'm in a what is that called? Survivor Pick'em or whatever. I think I'm just gonna pick everybody against New Orleans until they lose. Like, they are so horrible. Like, I don't think they'll win a single game this year. Like, I think they're so bad. They're my least favorite. Like, I think they're genuinely horrible. The only other, so I agree with you. Those are my top 2. And then my last one would be, it's kind of outside the box, but Cleveland against Cincinnati.
Yeah, I like that.
I am not impressed in the slightest by Cleveland. They didn't upgrade on defense. They're the same team as last year. What are you expecting them to cover a 6-point, 5.5-point spread for? Like, that makes no sense to me. Week 1, they got off to a slow start since they've gone to the Super Bowl. Like, this is Cleveland written all over. I think it'll be like a no sweat field goal game to call it at the end. So that's my only opposition of you, Matt. So
I was thinking about that one too. So yeah.
We're the only 2 that picked it, I think, right?
Yeah.
No, me too.
You pick Cleveland? Oh, you pick Cleveland?
Oh,
okay,
yeah.
so it's just Brett and Aaron that are going to lose money. All right. Got it.
All right, Aaron, you're up, I think.
Yes, sir. David, I'm going opposite of you. My Patriots, I'm telling you, my Patriots are going to surprise people, man. We're covering that easy. And then, sorry, we're supposed to lose, but no, we're going to beat them. I got Detroit over Green Bay. I think Green Bay, they're good on paper. I think it'll be a close game, but honestly, I think Detroit just has more weapons on offense. And then I picked Dallas. I hope they lose. I'm the biggest Dallas hater, but I think they keep that close. So probably, I think Philly wins by 3, but yeah. So
yeah, I think first week too. Like me and David were talking about it privately, or I think we was in the group chat. But like first week, it's anything over a touchdown is like it's hard to justify that week 1. Like nobody knows the rhythm. You don't know who's good and who's not. Like there's always going to be a surprising team. You guys know how high I was on Dallas. Like even losing Micah, their offense is legit. I'm so high on their offense this year. I think that they can keep up with Philly coming off of like a Super Bowl slump almost. So
I agree. I think George Pickens was a great pickup for them.
Oh, 100%. Yeah. When Dak has a number 2, he's thrown for 4,500. He was my second to take MVP. Like, I think he could do him or Joe, but Joe for narrative. either way. So
All right,
all
Brett,
right.
I think I accidentally skipped you, so you're up, buddy.
No,
So
it's
you're
all good.
Sorry, Brett. This is the second time we skip you, man. I'm sorry.
Well, it hurts, guys. All right. I similar picks, but I like Chicago plus 1.5. I whenever you can bet against a rookie QB in week
100%.
uh
This is
you
Jaden Daniels, right?
unless it's did Jaden Daniels cover the spread week 1 last year?
No, he got blown out by the Bucks, but
Yo.
that's fine.
Even the best rookie of all time. You just don't even do that. Second one, I really like Miami to cover the 1.5, but to win the game outright. I know there's a lot of bad vibes in training camp there amongst the team, but they just got more talent and any chance to bet against Danny Dimes,
Right.
I'll take it as well too. And then I was on the fence on this last one, but I think I'm gonna go again. Here's what I'll do. I was going to try to bet against Cam Ward, but that 8.5 for Denver is too much. I've been very pro Denver on this podcast. So I'm going to go somewhere else. I'm going to pick San Fran to cover the 2.5 at Seattle. I think Seattle's bad this year. I think Sam Darnold's going to be a nice guy, but he's going to be proven for a fraud. And I got the Niners with a bounce back year and definitely in week 1. Covering the spread against Seattle.
Yeah, 100% agree. I think that Sam Darnold he doesn't have the QB whisperer that he had last year in the Vikings, and now he's going to be going up against a big boy sleeper San Francisco 49ers with an easy schedule that are ready for him. Like, I think it's no doubt they win this by 15 points. Like, everybody's healthy on the 49ers. There's besides Ayuk. Let me preface that. But I think that they're ready for him. And he's going to be in an absolute chamber of hell come week 1. Like, it's going to be disgusting to watch.
Ian Ghost again, calling your shot. Yeah.
Yeah, like I am so low on the Seahawks. I don't even like their head coach, Mike McDonald. Not a big fan of his.
New segment idea: Chamber of Hell.
Chamber of Hell.
Chamber of Hell this week.
Put the Seahawks in it this week.
I am
actually
Seahawks,
and then
I have faith.
The only rule.
Kubiak.
The only rule is you can't put the Saints in it. That's the only rule because they're just living in a constant cap chamber of hell. So it's the only rule.
Yeah.
All right, those are the picks of the week. So for anyone out there that wants to parlay those all together, specifically my column because I'm going to go 100% this week.
Fair enough.
But we have receipts, so that's the beauty of this. All right, the 4 segments of the my podcast. This is our debut for this. We're gonna try something out new here. But Matthew, I'll kick it to you for the 4th segment of what we're gonna do here.
Yeah, so this segment is going to change up each week, but the name of the segment is called Draft of the Week. So we're going to pick a topic to snake draft through. We'll do 2 rounds. I think we'll go David first, then myself, then we'll go Grant, Brett, and Aaron, and then snake it back. So just 2 rounds. If we feel confident, we can extend on rounds, but I think for now we'll just commit to 2 rounds and kind of see where we're at.
Yeah. 2's good.
Yeah, so this week's topic is coaches you'd least want to go on a road trip with.
And how fast do I go on the clock, or am I on it right now?
So you get like a
clock. I know.
Okay, coaches I would least want to go on a road trip with. NFL coaches, right? So I can't say.
Yeah, I want to limit it to they have been.
Not Ime Udoka. He'd be doing some slide stuff.
Yeah.
Not Joe Paterno.
Wait, Matt.
Oh, oh, that escalated.
Time out.
Oh, man, you're hurting me, man. I can't laugh. Matt, you said we are doing NFL head coaches, right? Just to keep it safe.
They had to be an NFL head coach at some point in their career. I'll let you extend it to people who are not current NFL head coaches just to make it a little easier.
Okay. All right. Well, I'm going to stick with current ones. Man, I would at least I don't like having the first pick. This is a disadvantage. All right. I'm going to take Rex Ryan.
Okay.
He's gonna weigh the car down. That's really the only reason I can think of. I'm gonna go with Rex Ryan, and then I'll have more time to think about my next pick.
Big feet guy too, Rex Ryan. So,
Exactly. Yeah.
What?
He's just a weird kind of guy, bro. Yeah.
Vote. Yeah.
He's a big feet guy.
Yeah.
Yes. Documented.
Google that on your own time, not on your work computer.
All right, Matt, you're on the clock.
Yeah, I am on the clock, and I've had the most time to think about this, being the person who picked the segment. My pick is going to be Nick Sirianni. I think that if we stop at a gas station, who knows if he's going to pull a knife on somebody and all of a sudden we're in a fight. I just think he's unpredictable. He's a loose cannon. You never know what he's going to do. And I would fear for my life if I was with Nick Sirianni.
Nick Cannon.
I guess him too.
Holy moly, this guy's trying to get pregnant.
Yeah, man. You got Nick S in the front, Nick Cannon in the back.
Yeah. Woo.
All right, Grant, you up?
Me?
Yes.
I'm gonna go Matt Patricia.
Okay.
I don't know why that popped in my head. I think it might be a little UNC like era college football that I've been watching, but just seeing him with a laminated sheet with a pencil behind his ear just pissed me off. And just knowing like having a guy that's performative on like a road trip being like dictating which way I'm going would drive me absolutely insane. So I'm going Matt Patricia.
All right.
That counts. He's the head coach.
Yeah.
Oh, that's great. I think I'm next. I'm gonna go. This is so tough because Matt had time to think about this. We're doing this on the spot.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go Mike McDaniel. Because I feel like at face value, you'd think like, oh, he's cool. He's the guy you talk to for like 5 minutes. And it's like, oh, that was interesting. I wasn't bored. But then it's like 10 minutes into this road trip, you're like, I got 7 hours left. And I have to continue to listen to him and I have to like nod along. I can't even like take a nap or like be comfortable in silence. Like he's going to try to hotbox. Like it's going to get wild. And so I think I would not want to go with Mike McDaniel. And bad vibes around his whole organization right now. His players don't even like him. So you're definitely not going to like him for a road trip.
Yeah. Good take. Good take.
All right. So I think
you get to go twice.
Yeah.
All right. Now this is tough, but I'm going with both of these guys for the same reason that they're old. Pete Carroll and then Andy Reid. I just think that's going to be they're just going to sleep the whole way. Andy Reid's going to eat and then go to sleep. And again, Pete Carroll's he's just old as dirt. So I don't think that's fun at all.
Okay.
Those are guys I want to go on a road trip with.
I know.
Nah, there's a lot more that
Pete Carroll might be my first pick, honestly.
Nah, not me.
Dang.
Not me. But those are my two.
Yeah.
All right, Brett, it's back to you.
Brett, back on the clock.
So I'm envisioning being in the car with these people, and I already have Mike McDaniel that I have to listen to all the time. And then I think, okay, what would be another bad add-on for that? So Jason Garrett is my pick. He is the most bland, boring NBC commentator. I see him and I just cringe. I'm like, what is he talking about? As a Cowboys fan, I just imagine him clapping on the sideline. And I'm in that car and I'm driving because I'd be the alpha in that car.
Of course.
And then I have to listen to Mike McDaniel talking all the time. And Jason Garrett's not going to say a word in the back seat and help me out with this conversation. I'm going to have to be the one saying, oh, that's crazy. Yeah, that's wild. And Jason Garrett is just going to be clapping in the back seat, saying nothing of substance, it'd be like watching paint dry talking to him. So those are my two picks, and my second pick is Jason Garrett.
Is it me now?
Yeah.
It is.
Well, I'm so happy this fell back to me. Bill Belichick. He's going in there too.
Yeah.
So I get Bill Belichick, Matt Patricia. Bill gets to be the absolute worst to Matt Patricia, telling him how bad he is as a person, coach, so on and so forth. And unfortunately, I have to deal with Jordan coming on along on the ride too. So we got a full back seat of Matt Patricia, Jordan, Bill Belichick. They're making out in the back seat, 22-year-old, and I'm sick to my stomach while he's yelling at Matt Patricia. Like, I think it's just the worst combo ever, to be honest. So Yeah.
Great take. I was shocked he was still on the board, honestly.
It looks like he's the GOAT. What are y'all talking about?
You would make your life miserable though for that theoretical 7-hour trip.
Yes, it would be
Nah,
a
bro.
tough drive with Jordan,
Y'all
especially.
seen about that Randy Moss party? That brother was lit.
Oh, I didn't miss my timeline. So I'm back on the clock. I am gonna go with Urban Meyer.
Man, that was gonna be my pick.
Yeah,
It's
I
a
just
good
think
pick.
you similar to Nick Sirianni, but you stop at lunch, you don't know where Urban Meyer's hands are gonna go.
Don't know where to go.
Same with Joe
I'm not
Paterno.
trying to have
Joey
police
P.
question me about what my person in my backseat had done at a rest stop there. I'll leave it at that. So yeah, David, close us out with your pick.
All right. Well, I was gonna do Urban Meyer, so I'll just take someone else here. I think I'm gonna go with Jim Harbaugh. He's a great football coach, but I don't know, he's just a different kind of guy. He's just not the kind of guy I would want to be in a car with for a really long time, especially if I'm already dealing with Rex Ryan. I don't think the personalities in that car would coalesce very well at all. So yeah, I'm gonna say Jim Harbaugh. Just everything I've seen about him screams someone you don't want to be in a car with for a really long time. So those are my
probably
picks.
take his shirt off too.
Probably would. He just does weird stuff. You know, he likes football like a little too much.
Yeah.
He's like a little too excited all the time. He's like smacking Justin Herbert's shoulder pads and stuff. It's just too much. I just don't want him in the car with me.
Great take.
Thank you.
Like that. I like it.
Matt, that was a good segment. I'm gonna have my work cut out for me finding a better one for next week.
That was draft of the week. Feel free to give us some suggestions as well if there's anything you want us to draft.
Love it. 2 rounds is perfect too.
It is. Yeah. Just spoiler for next week. I'm thinking I might do NFL quarterbacks you would at least want to date your daughter. So.
Boy, and I have 3 daughters. So yikes.
Yeah.
That's a good one. I like it.
Deshaun Watson first pick.
Yeah.
All right. We are on to segment 5. So we've done 4 or 5. This is where we create generational wealth for our listeners. So you're welcome in advance. How we're going to do this is we're doing 2 different parlays. So we're each doing a leg of the parlay. The first parlay that we'll do first is kind of your even odds parlay, even odds per pick. And then we'll obviously parlay those all 5 together and get some pretty juicy odds on it. But we're calling it our safe parlay. And then the second one is our long shot parlay too. So probably the easiest way to do this. No, we won't have the screen share. We'll just call it out because we already prepared them. So let's start here. David, you get the honors of going first for everything today. So let's just go through your safe parlay first. So give us your first leg for the safe parlay.
All right. Short and sweet. Pittsburgh Steelers money line against the New York Jets.
Love it. All right.
Minus 150.
Nice.
Minus 150.
I was looking at that, so that's how I know that.
Gibson, what do you got?
I have Joe Flacco over 238.5 passing yards. Bengals defense just terrible. And they always start the season slow, so feels like a layup.
Beautiful. Grant?
I want to go the Browns Bengals over 47.5.
I like it. It coalesces with Gibson's pick as well. So.
Yeah.
Awesome. And then I'll go last here. Grant or Aaron, what you got?
Yeah, I got you. I got Lions money line over Green Bay.
Beautiful. And for the last one, I'm going to go under in the Colts Dolphins. That's under 47.5.
It's too short to bet the under. What are we doing here?
Well, for that one, I feel good. Every week one, I look back at and I say, man, I should have bet unders this week. Everyone's excited. They're betting overs. The smart money's on the under. And that's when it's really fading Danny Dimes.
I'm with you. I love it, actually. So
Cool. All right. So we'll have that in a graphic there, and we'll post it to the socials as well. Lastly, let's do our long shot. So same order. Basically, for this one, it's not, it's still a plausible bet. We'll parlay them all together. This is if we hit one or two of these, throughout the year, then we're really talking some juicy odds here. But David, we'll kick it to you first.
All right. I'm going Jameson Williams, anytime touchdown scorer, plus 220.
I love that. Yeah, that's good.
They are going to hit him on a long ball in this game. I'm calling it right now.
I like that.
Love it.
All right, over to me.
Mhm.
I am gonna go with Emeka Ibuka. I don't know if I said that right. With the Bucks, I think he's gonna get a touchdown. Anytime touchdowns plus 185.
I like it. And Matt,
I hate that. I hate that.
It's on the board. Grant, what do you got?
It's on the board.
Yeah.
Just let you know, I absolutely hate that. Let's see. I'm gonna go. Should I go Terry or Debo? Who's scoring?
DBBL.
DBBL?
Go Debo.
I think he gets a jet sweep in the end zone.
Yeah,
He's got good odds.
Because Terry's rusty. Yeah, let's go Debo.
I'm gonna go DBBL touchdown score.
I like it.
Beautiful.
Against the Giants.
Aaron, what do you got?
I got Xavier Worthy. Y'all are gonna hate this. First touchdown scorer.
No, do
Talk
anytime.
the bet.
Do anytime.
Dock the bet.
Y'all, they did this when I did Tank Dell first touchdown scorer last
Yes.
year.
And then you got 16 in a row wrong.
He went, he went 1 for 17 on first touchdown scores. This guy.
All right, fine. I'll switch it to anytime touchdown, but it's gonna hit, and y'all will hear from me next week.
Sounds good.
All right. So anytime touchdown, Xavier Worthy. How do you say his name, Aaron?
Xavier.
Xavier.
Go on.
Xavier. You already said Xavier earlier.
Xavier.
Young.
I will say this. Y'all,
Davion Worthy.
I tend to make up names. David will testify to this. I tend to make up names for NFL players that I don't know, and so if y'all hear me say that, just know I'm not all there in the head.
I mean, that's not really making it up. That's just saying it wrong. But
No. I'm
It's
just saying
just a lie. It's a lie.
Yeah.
You're just lying to the viewers. It's not a real person.
All right. For the last leg, I'm going to go CMC over 129.5 rushing and passing yards. So combined.
rushing and receiving yards?
Sorry, rushing and receiving.
I was going to say, man, that's really out there.
Put him on a pitch pass.
Yeah, man.
Watch
Kyle
that.
Shanahan hates Brock Purdy.
Yeah, right. He breaks it on passing and not receiving. That'd be fun.
Yeah, that'd be hilarious. All right. You know what? I actually feel kind of good about that.
Yep.
I hate Ibuka.
I'm sorry.
I'm not gonna lie.
I was
why do you
leaning
feel-
towards
It's just too early for a rookie getting that much getting a touchdown rookie first game of the year.
I
With
think he's
Mike
gonna do
Evans,
it.
Chris Godwin healthy,
Chris
Roddy
Godwin
White,
isn't-
Bucky Irving. Like they have
Roddy
so many
White.
weapons. Roddy White,
Falcons,
he's gonna touchdown.
2009.
I wouldn't have flinched an eye if Roddy White was getting a touchdown over Emeka Ibuka.
Yeah,
Yeah, I think Roddy White's like 45.
I'm trying to add some juice to it.
Yeah, man, I haven't heard that name in a long time.
Yeah, Roddy White's 43 years old. Who are you talking about, Grant?
I was close.
He's talking about
What is that?
Rashad
Like
White.
that's what I'm saying. Like I
Running
have
back.
more confidence in him signing with the Bucks and running in a touchdown than Emeka Ibuka scoring one.
You talking about
All right, well,
Rashad White?
All right,
Yeah,
well,
he's talking
if
about Rashad.
yeah, he's talking
Roddy
about
White. No, not Rashad. Don't get it twisted. Roddy White, not Rashad White. Rashad ain't scoring. Roddy would.
Okay.
I think
All right.
you're covering up for getting the name wrong after you just made fun of Aaron.
Yeah.
Imagine. I promise you, I meant Roddy White from the beginning.
All right. Well, gentlemen, I think that's it for this week.
Wonderful podcast.
Fun week one. Wonderful podcast. Thank you for everyone listening, and we'll see you next week. See you later.
Cover 5 out.
Adios.
Hit the outro music. I got 5 on it.